Yes, it's true. You are not alone. None of us are alone, especially not those of us that are members of the Be Braver collective. I find myself saying you are not alone so often, and that is because the fears, the worries, the anxieties, the situations that many of you are wanting to change, struggling with, frustrated by, overwhelmed by, frightened of, are so much more common we imagine them to be. They feel so overwhelmingly personal and specific to us and our situations, and in some ways, of course, they are. However, what underlies them and what underpins all of them and what can make the difference as to how you shift and change those things is the same for all of us. The set of tools that we have, the workings and the connections between our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, our bodies, they are all the same for all of us, which means that although the circumstances and the situations may differ, we have far more in common than that differentiates us. So that is why, irrespective of what sector you work in, irrespective of what industry, what role you have, what level of experience or knowledge you have, what the Be Braver mindset enables you to change and to shift in the way you experience whatever your challenges are is the same for everyone, which is why it's so clever and it's why it's so scalable and why it's so transformative. Because at the end of the day, we are all human beings, not human doings, and the information that gets stored in our minds from the experiences that we have will be unique to all of us, of course. But what we do with that, how we manage that, and how we build upon that, and how we transform that, we can do that in the same ways by drawing on the same framework, i.e. the Be Braver framework, to get better outcomes for ourselves. You aren't alone. This week we started the Courage to Create programme, and if I was to say to you that people that work in audit and risk have got so much in common with creatives, you probably wouldn't believe me, but I see it very clearly. The situations, the scenarios, the fears, they're all very similar. So that's what I wanted to share today, for you to know that those things that are challenging for you, that you feel stuck about, that you feel uninspired by, that you feel unmotivated by, the changes that you can make are to be the same for everybody. And a lot of the situations that you are facing, loads of other people are doing as well. So there's nothing wrong with you. There's a logic and a rationale as to why you've ended up in the place that you are or feeling the way that you do. There's nothing wrong with that either. But what you do need to know is, one, you aren't alone, and two, you can really change it, and not only change it, but transform it and use wherever you're at now, which is exactly where you need to be, as a catalyst for shifting to where you want to go next. So that's my Friday, Fearless Friday thoughts. I'd better dash because I now have to go and do the Fearless Friday check-in with the Be Braver crew. So I will see you all next week, where I will be sending a recording from Istanbul. And if you know anybody in Istanbul, and if you are in Istanbul and you want to meet up with me, then do let me know, because I always like meeting new people. I'll see you next week.